from Caguas, Puerto Rico. He is the cousin of Miguel and Jose Cotto, with a record of 13-0 and 5 knockouts. From Caguas, Puerto Rico, Amir Khan, to say a few words.
Muy buenas tardes a todos. Simplemente quiero dejarles saber que hay un muchacho que se llama Amir Khan, que viene subiendo poco a poco. Ya nos encontramos aquí en el Undercard de la cartelera de Amir Khan y Garcia. Espero que se den cita esa noche. Van a ver a un Amir Khan bien preparado. Voy a demostrar que pronto van a tener un próximo campeón mundial. Gracias.
I'll translate for him. He said, hi, thank you all for being here. And I just want you guys to know that Amir Khan is a prospect. It's coming up. And he's fighting on this card on Saturday night. It's a pleasure to be on the card. And very soon Puerto Rico will have another world champion. Thank you.
He'll be taking on Juan Manuel Montiel in an 8-round lightweight fight. Also on the card will be the Khan Arnett. He hails out of Orlando, Florida. He'll be taking on Eddie Cordova in a 6-round matchup, and he hails from Clearfield, Utah. And at this moment, I would like to call up to the podium to say a few words, Eddie Cordova. Eddie.
First, I'd like to thank trainer, coach, cousin, Shane Stillman. I appreciate him being there for me. Thank the fans. Thank Oscar for letting me get on this card and show you guys what I got. Appreciate it.
Also on the card, we will be having from Dearborn Heights, Michigan. He's got a record of 11-0 and 7 knockouts. We'll be facing out of Caguas, Puerto Rico, Joseph de los Santos in an 8-round middleweight fight. And at this moment, I would like to call up to the podium to say a few words, Joseph de los Santos. Joseph.
Buenas tardes para todos. Me siento bien para esta pelea porque tuve una pelea no hace mucho y pedí decisión dividida y quiero de quitarme esta vez. Voy con otro invito y vengo a o me mata o lo mato. Me gusta la guerra y eso voy a hacer allá arriba en el ring. Espero que todos se den cita y para darle una buena pelea a todos y gracias.
He said, thank you all for being here. I'm very excited. I'm coming from a bad fight, but in this fight I'm going to make a very exciting fight. Either I'm going to kill or I'm going to die. So be ready, and I hope you all enjoy the fight. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Also, he is out of Hollywood, California, by way of Dublin, Ireland. He's looking for his 11th win. He is an exciting fighter who is rapidly progressing. If you've seen him fight, he's a fighter who loves to fight and is learning by one of the greatest promoters or greatest trainers that boxing has ever had, and that is Freddie Roach. I would like to call up to the podium with a record of 10-0 and 5 knockouts, Jamie Kavanagh. Jamie.
Hola a todo el mundo, gracias por venir, que este sábado va a ser una gran noche de boxeo. El campamento y eso fue muy bien, estuvimos haciendo sparring con Amir Khan, entrenando con Freddie Roach, entrenando con mi otro entrenador Juan Manuel Ruiz Bernabé, y nada, que me espero esta noche, el noche de sábado, que va a ser mi victoria, y gracias a todo el mundo por venir. You wanna do that?
You know how to do it.
No, just thanks everybody for coming. You know, this Saturday it's going to be a great night of boxing. You know, we've been training hard. We've been sparring with Amir Khan and other sparring partners. You know, we've been training with Freddie, also my coach Juan Manuel Ruiz, and now we just can't wait for Saturday night. You know, today's the press day. It's coming quick. Today's the press day. Tomorrow's the weigh-in, and Saturday's the fight. So we just can't wait. Thanks everybody for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He'll be facing Paul Velarde in an 8-round fight. We now have, I just was informed, we now have Jay Leon Love, who, with a record of 11-0 and 7 knockouts. I would like to call up to the podium to say a few words. He'll be facing Joseph de los Santos. Jay Leon Love. Jay.
Love. Let there be love in the house.
How you guys doing? It's a pleasure to definitely be on this card. You know, God is good. He doesn't put us in any position we can't take care of. So we worked hard. This is going to be a great night of boxing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, at this moment, he is he hails from Italy, and I believe now lives in Canada. He has a record of 23-0 with 12 knockouts. He's on his way towards a title shot. He will be facing Columbia, Missouri's Brandon Hoskins, that has also a good record of 16-1 with 8 knockouts, and it will be an 8-rounder in the junior welterweight division. At this moment, I would like to introduce to you, with a record of 23-0 and 12 knockouts, Phil Logreco. Phil.
Thanks everyone for being here. It's definitely an honor and a thrill for me being here. I'll introduce myself very shortly. I'm an Italian guy from Italy. I'm 28 years old. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to, had that dream to fight in Las Vegas. It's anybody's dream to fight in Vegas. And it's a big responsibility, you know, when you're undefeated and you're on your way up. I fight for the Italian people. I was born in Toronto. I fight for also the Canadian people. Most importantly now, I'm fighting for all the hardcore American boxing fans. I want to give you guys all the best fights that I can possibly deliver, and every time I step inside that ring, I want to do the best I can, and that's what's going to happen Saturday night. See you guys out there.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to Golden Boy Promotions for the opportunity to get me here. It's a big opportunity for me fighting a good fighter like Fernando Guerrero. I know he's a tough fighter. He's been in some tough fights. I've watched a lot of video on him. He's a good fighter. That's all I can say. All I can say is I'm going to go in there and give him the best I got. He's a tough fighter, and give him a tough fight, and hopefully give you guys a good show. Thanks.
So now for the main event, I would like to first acknowledge and introduce to you Team Garcia. And before I do introduce to you Team Garcia, I just would want to say that this matchup is a matchup that we don't see every day, with two young champions who are at their peak. And this is what really drives me, is that when you have two young fighters who are willing to fight anybody, who are willing to fight the best.
First of all, I want to thank God, because without Him, there'll be nothing in life. None of us will be here. That's the most important thing in life. It's loving God. If you ain't got God in your life, you ain't got nothing. That's a fact. That's guaranteed. This fight right here is going to be a spiritual fight. Mentally and physically. Danny's there already. Spiritually, mentally, and physically. You know, that's what it's going to come down to. Who's a stronger spirit after this fight? Now, we had a great camp. We had great sparring. No injuries. The most important thing, he's on weight right now without struggling. Perfect. Everything is perfect. Like Oscar introduced, Tony Davis, his conditioning coach been conditioning Danny. He was 16 years old. It's nothing new here. Everybody here in this team has been here for a minute. There's nobody here, no changes. You know, people ask the question, why do you train in Philadelphia? Why do road train people in the wild card? That gives you the answer right there. There's no place like home. There's no place to train you out. When you move to another state, a lot of fighters don't know, they're ruining themselves. If you discipline and you give your soul to this sport, then you don't need to go nowhere. Your home is the best home in the world. There's no place like home. You got to tap your shoe 3 times. You know what I mean? And July 14 and still undefeated. Now new WBA champion of the world will be Danny Swift Garcia. Khan, listen, he is a superstar. That's all he got. You know what I mean? Honestly. Like Khan, if you would have won a silver medal in America, they would have looked at you. He didn't win gold. That's how America played. America played rough with us. But that's okay though. We ain't worrying about that. Because we're going to go out there and get what's ours. Because I told Danny to be a hard worker in life. Nothing's given to you. Nothing falls from the sky. Nothing ever comes to you unless you go out there and get it. Because when my children were little, nobody knocked on my door and said, your children are drinking milk today? I had to go out there and get it. It didn't matter how I got it. And I didn't get it from an old man, from a little girl, from a little old lady. I got it from a guy that could fight back. That's how I did it. You know what I'm saying? And this fight right here is going to show the world. It's going to show the world who's the boss. Danny's the boss. In that ring, Khan's going to know who he's facing. He never faced a Latino like Danny, man. Come on, the real truth is that. Come on, man, this pure Latino right here. It's Latino blood. It's not Puerto Rican, it's not Mexican, it's not Colombian, it's Latino, a nation. We could have been a nation, but we chose not to be one. We could have been one of the biggest nations in the world. 36 countries, baby. Que viva America Latina. Que viva. We're going to show the world who's the boss. Okay? And that's the truth. And the fact is, and I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to say, I told you so. Because the writers got their foot so deep in their throat that they don't know how to get it out after this. That's how deep they got their foot in their throat. Listen to me. Danny, nobody ever gave him nothing. When he was 6-0, I took a fight on the undercard Oscar versus 2-pound Stevie. An hour before his fight. The guy was 28-0, 14-some KO or 18-some KOs. Okay, southpaw, an hour before his fight. And I told Danny, if you can't beat guys like this, you will never be a champion. An hour before his fight, who would have done that? I bet you his people wouldn't have done that. Listen, Danny could have been the Olympian. That's why it was the worst since 2008 American team, Olympic team was the worst of American history boxing. Because the shit that's going on with American fighters. This bullshit's going to end July 14th. And you can laugh all you want because you will be crying July 14th. That goes to you right there. That goes to you. You got all the bodyguards in the world. I got the guards too. Que viva America Latina and God bless America!
All right.
Don't get no better than that.
Beautiful.
Don't get no better than that, Angel.
Love it. I love it. So, now at this moment, let me introduce to you Team Khan. He is Khan's attorney, Robert Davis. Also, Khan's father, Shah Khan, does a tremendous job. Khan's uncle from Khan Promotions, Tahir Khan. And also from Khan Promotions, Saj Mohammed, who does a tremendous job. And Khan's strength and conditioning coach, who has been doing a great job for a long time now, and that is Ruben Taveras. He has been with Khan now and has him in tremendous shape. And to the podium, I would like to introduce to you from Khan Promotions, Asif.
Pretty much Asif said it all. We've had a great fight, a great training camp. We're ready for this fight. Little switching gears from opponents, but no major setbacks. And we had a great training camp. You're gonna see the best Amir Khan yet. Dan, I wish you luck. Your dad, I'm not so sure about.
He hails from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he does hold a perfect record. Undefeated fighter. He's only 24 years old. And he is the WBC Super Lightweight World Champion. He is considered one of the brightest boxing young stars. He holds world titles. He holds wins against great fighters like Nate Campbell and Kendall Holt. He recently defeated the Hall of Famer Eric Morales in March, capturing the world title. One thing about that.
You reach meditation.
Chiclets.
One thing about Danny. One thing about Danny is that he understands. One thing about Danny is that he understands what it takes to be great. You know, he's one of those athletes. He's one of those athletes that works hard, and he's one of those.
Al Heyman, because you know, man, he changed my whole life. He changed my career. Gave me a lot of opportunities. I want to thank Golden Boy. I want to thank HBO. I want to thank Team Garcia, my dad, my brother, Tony Davis. We had a great camp, great sparring, a lot of hard work. And I'm just ready to showcase my skills July 14th. 2 young champions going at it. And I just want to say one thing. My dad, he talked shit 23 times against 23 opponents, and I backed it up 23 times. Come Saturday, he talked shit 24 times, and I'm going to back it up 24 times, baby. Because that's what we do. We teamwork, and your team's always supposed to believe in you, baby. And July 14th, I will be a new unified champion. Danny Swift Garcia, 24-0, still undefeated, baby. And I'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you very much, Danny.
This shit ain't easy.
You know, he did win the silver medal in the 2004 Olympic Games at just 17 years old. And I was telling him that, you know, I do respect the fact that just making this fight happen against the Danny Garcia. I mean, the fact that Amir Khan is willing to fight anybody, anywhere, you know, at any time. That just goes to show you have 2 fighters that is just going to give us a tremendous, tremendous show. And it's like, if you want to be the best, you have to fight the best. And both fighters understand that. I mean, he's defeated champions like Marco Antonio Barrera. He's had tremendous wins against Dimitri Salita. You know, he beat Paulie Malignaggi for the WBA welterweight title. He's defeated the likes of Marcos Maidana, and that was considered a fight of the year. Here you have a fighter that is willing to go up against anybody, who is willing to put everything on the line in order to become great. And in order to become great, you have to fight the best and fight the toughest out there. And that's what both fighters are going to face on Saturday night. Tough, tough challenge inside that squared circle. So I personally have a lot of great respect, obviously for any fighter who steps inside that squared circle, but in particular to these 2 guys here. The fact that they are fighting each other tells us a lot about their character, about who they are as fighters. And I truly believe that this fight will be a candidate for Fight of the Year because what's on the line. Not just the titles, but their pride. You know, their everything that's on the line is going to make them fight as hard as they can to try and be the best. So, without any further ado, It is my pleasure to introduce to you out of Bolton, England, with a record of 26-2 and 18 knockouts, Amir Khan.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, it's great to be back in Las Vegas. We've got a few thank yous to do. Thanks to Golden Boy Promotions for making this fight, and also Khan Promotions, especially with what happened with the Lamont Peterson issue. Big thanks to HBO for all the promotion and all their help. And Sky TV, Sky Sports 1 in the UK, HD1 is going to be on. So want everyone to tune in and see a great performance from me. Training camp's been brilliant. You know, we've been working very, very hard. It's been a long camp, don't get me wrong, but we paced it quite well. People have said to me, maybe you've overtrained or you've done too much. We've not done anything like that. We've been very professional and very smart the way we've done things. And it's been around about a 15-week camp, but it's been great. I mean, I've enjoyed every second of it. Me and Freddie we have a great relationship. We can talk through anything. He knows what I like to work on. He knows what I need to work on. I did make a lot of mistakes in my last fight. It was more of a wake-up call, and I've come back stronger from it. It's how you come back from fights like the Lamont Petersons and the other fights out there. Also with my new conditioning coach, Ruben Tavares. I mean, doing a great job. I'm already on weight now. You know, never made the weight so easy. I mean, I'm hitting a lot harder, working a lot harder now, and feel strong and looking in great shape. Going back to Mandalay Bay, it's my third time here. I mean, I've had two great performances here with the win over Marcus Maidana, also the win over Zab Judah, and this will be my third great win over here. You know, we will win the title, we will take the WBC title home. For the UK fans, also it will be here, reinstate me as world champion again. And also the ring title, which is a great title to have, and so it's a title I've always wanted, so it's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be good now. Two warriors, two young warriors. Front roll, there we go, right? Oh yeah, it's going to be good now. We thought it wasn't going to be good, it's going to be good now.
Danny going down.
They both spoke their part. Great Danny Garcia. Going against Amir Khan. Greatest press conference ever by Oscar De La Hoya. Ever. You got them boys excited. You got them boys excited. Them boys are ready now. They ready now. All this hard work. Oh my God.
Let's go, baby.
It's going to be great. Them boys in rare form. Yeah, just stand down. Just stand down, y'all. Danny looks a little taller. I thought Danny was short. Danny was a little taller. Danny, I thought Danny was taller. Danny